Okay, I'm going to show you now how to use the UCASPROGRESS website. This is the website that we use to apply for all colleges, with the exception of Loreto College, who don't use this. For Loreto, you're going to have to use a paper application. So, what you'll do when you type in UCASPROGRESS.com, you'll be presented with this page. Your username will be exactly the same as the logon that you use for school. In this case, I've created a test user account. A test user, I'll type in the password. Now I've got all your passwords and I'll give them on a piece of paper. I recommend that you use the same password as that you do to log on to the school system. So you'll have the same school username and password as well. That way you won't forget it. So you enter in the details, press log on. It'll prompt you for a new password. So I'm just going to type in a password there. School user account password. And just click through. Okay, so it's going to give you a little bit of a demonstration how this works, but because I'm talking you through this, I'll just skip this. What we need to do is click on Profile. And in Profile, we've got to work through each of these individual tabs. Summary, Personal Information, Qualifications, Work History, Personal Statement, and Contact Details. In this example, I'm just going to show you how to apply for a course at Salford College, just as an example. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is complete our contact details. This should already be filled in for you, this part, but it may need a few little details. Because this is a test user account, it's not got the details already answered. So as you go through, answer everything as you would. Enter your phone numbers. It's important to get these correct because this is what the colleges will be calling you on. Same as your email addresses, make sure you do enter those in correctly. Select your preferred method of contact. Parents' guardian details. Complete all this section. Once done, click Save Contact Details. Move on to the next part. Again, filling out all the details. Fill in your national insurance number. Don't worry if you've not got that yet, just leave that blank, but if you do know it, put it in. Select your ethnic group. And again. Education details. Enter when you started. So with us being in 2014 when you finished, I imagine most of you would have started, well, should have all started in 2009. You might want to just check that, I'm guessing now quickly off the top of my head. End date will be, let's put July 2014. Now I can notice already that 2014 is not in there, so we'll just leave it blank. So simply click that to say that we're still here. Enter in any information if you've got a disability, whether you've got a learning difficulty. Or at the bottom, press Complete section. So as you can see here now, it's told me there's some errors that I need to correct. It won't let me complete the section until I add that. So in here, I've been a resident. Country you've mainly lived in, UK. Again, it's not here. Just for the purpose of this, so I'm not wasting time. It's either going to be UK, Great Britain. You'll be able to find in there somewhere. I won't concentrate on that too much now. So, England, as you can see there. There we go, select England. It's nice and confusing. Select your nationality, UK national, then try and complete the personal section. Still asking me. It is very sensitive, so you do have to click in absolutely everything. Just go through quickly. If this doesn't work, we'll just press save and move on. Okay. So as you can see, it's a little bit complicated. You do have to fill in all the details. I'll just move on now, just so that we're not wasting too much time. So after this, next part is filling in your qualifications. Now this does take a lot of time, but it's one thing you only have to do once, and then it's done. And what you need to do, click on qualifications, we have to select everything that we do. So GCSE, next. Subject, and you go through your subjects. I find it's easy just to get your planner out and look at all the subjects that you've got planned in and go through and select them individually. English language, completion date, July 2014 we'll say. There we go. And you entered in your predicted grade. Now I've got copies of all your predicted grades, so if you need those, do get in touch. But all your predicted grades should be on the front of your textbooks in your tracker information. So you should be able to see that. If not, just email me or come and see me and I'll give you predicted grades, I'll print them off. So in this case I'm going to say C. Ignore actual grade because you've not achieved that yet. If you have sat an exam in year 10, you've already got your GCSE grade, do enter that. But if not, just save and add another qualification. And again, we're going to go through. I'm going to say BTEC now. For example, if we're doing science. There we go. And again, completion date. But when you think that's going to be, 2014 predicted grade, we're going to go distinction star. And again, save another qualification. As I said, it does take quite a lot of time, but once it's done for good. So have a little patience and get through that. Work history. For this, let's just enter your work experience. So I'll say Lee, cats and dogs home. Animal support worker. Start date was last February, if I remember rightly, 2013. And the end date was only for 1 week, so I'll just do 2013. We're not still employed. Work experience. There we go. And what you want to do is just list a little paragraph of all the main duties. Think of the jobs that you did, the responsibilities that you did, and include that. If you've got more work experience than that, save and add another. But if not, just click save. Next part, personal statement. Here we're going to write something to support our application. So let's say, for instance, I want to go and do an ITC hardware course at Salford College. I'm going to put in there what my interests are regarding IT, why I'm choosing that. I'm going to talk about my strengths, my qualities, and why I'm looking forward to join that. Just as much, well, there's things to remember here, so just think about the person who's reading it. One really important point is watch your spelling, watch your grammar, and your use of English. Really important to show yourself in the best possible light, so really get someone to double check that if you want me to read over it, and that's absolutely fine. So next part, contact details. Again, make sure this is completely accurate because this is what's going to get sent home. Fill it all in, press save. Reference, last part. That's something that will happen once your application has been complete. So once you've completed your profile, that's it, it's done, you can forget about it. What we do need now, what the next process is to enter in what we want to do. So we want to look at Salford, that's where we live. We're willing to travel 5 miles. And that prompts us for the correct Salford. Looking at post-16 courses. And which learning provider. And I said that, what was it? IT hardware. Let's just double click on this. Here we go. Right at the top, I can see that Pendleton College do it. ICT, hardware, the intermediate course. But I'm looking to do the advanced vocational course. I know I need 5 Cs to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'll add that to favourites. You can see the other locations here. Eccles also do it. So I'm not too sure, but let's add Eccles to there as well. So I'll consider that. So I've now added 2 courses to my favourites. What I'm going to do now is click on Applications. So I click on Start a New Application. And here we can see I want to apply for Pendleton, so I click on that. And here we can see my course. Now the process is exactly the same for A-levels. You'll just see more individual subjects. With the vocational option you do one subject all week. With A-levels you'll do 3 or 4 different subjects. So we click on this, Save Application. Now because I've not completed all my profile, there's some aspects of it that I've missed out. It won't let me submit my application. But all we need to do now, if everything is complete, is click Submit My Application and it's done. So then we can see all the data. And that's it. This is how we submit our applications to the colleges. As I said, Loreto College is outside of this and you have to do a paper 1. But every other college should be in here. Any problems, you know how to contact me. I'll go on the groupspaces.com/Walkden Careers for a few more tips, or you can email me directly through that. Okay, good luck. Thank you.